What impact does your spirituality have upon your relationship? One of the questions that I'm quite frequently asked is how spirituality affects a relationship. Maybe you're looking for a potential partner that shares a similar spiritual outlook as yourself. Maybe you're in a relationship and your partner feels threatened by your spirituality. That's quite a common issue, I find. So maybe first of all you need to define spirituality. Is it your practice of spirituality, or is it the essence? Is it the feeling of spirituality? Because even if your partner doesn't share your passion for whatever your spiritual practice is, if you can recognise that common bond of spirituality between the pair of you, well, what's the problem? If you're seeking a spiritual partner, nothing wrong with going to different spiritual events, but again, maybe you need to look at yourself and your life and your potential relationships from a slightly different perspective. So it's not the framework, it's not the spiritual practice as such, which is the commonality. Again, it's that essence. So I meet a lot of people that wouldn't be following what we'd think of as a spiritual path or practice, and yet I find them very spiritual people. So it's maybe your perspective, it's the way that you look at your relationship or your potential relationships, and also looking what they'll mean to you. Now I'm going to share with you a few words from the Prophet Khalil Gibran on the nature of relationships, which I find very useful. So I was given this book many years ago by a dear friend. I've just in fact seen a name written in the front, and The Prophet by Khalil Gibran. And there's a chapter on marriage. Now I'm not talking about relationships just in terms of marriage, but relationships in general, and I find these few words, they resonate truly with me and with my view on relationships, spiritual relationships, any relationships. Then Almitra spoke again and said, "And what of marriage, Master?" And he answered, saying, "You were born together, and together you shall be forevermore. You shall be together when the white wings of death scatter your days. Aye, you shall be together even in the silent memory of God. But let there be spaces in your togetherness, and let the winds of the heavens dance between you. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. Fill each other's cup, but drink not from one cup. Give one another your bread, but eat not from the same loaf. Sing and dance together, be joyous, but let each one of you be alone. Even if the strings of a lute are alone, though they quiver with the same music. Give your hearts, but not into each other's keeping, for only the hand of life can contain your hearts, and stand together, yet not too near together, for the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress grow not in each other's shadow." So, relationships and your approach to your relationship is in a way an approach to yourself. We are filled with an infinite ocean of love. This love is not something which we receive when we enter into a relationship. The love is already there. The relationship simply sparks that love. So in your spiritual path, you shouldn't feel in any way alone. You shouldn't feel that you need some other half to make you feel whole. You're already whole, and the people that you meet as you move through your life or an embellishment. They simply reveal the love, the infinite love that lies within us all.